What's good, guys? It's Sam back at it again. I just finished my meal prep. It's gonna fucking taste delicious. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. I got back into training today after 2 days off, and I wanted to talk about some of the changes that I decided to make. Okay, before I do that though, there's a little red button that says subscribe, so make sure you press that, and that bell notification so YouTube can tell you every time I post a video. Kind of like gold, right? YouTube would just give you gold every day when I post a video. Now, let's get into it. So, what I am doing now, and I have probably about 4 days until vacation, but I'm going to be training every other day, and so the 2 days I had off, first of all, let's talk about that, and then let's talk about the training going forward. The 2 days I had off, I took naps on both of those days. It was nice. I felt tired and I just took a nap. It was probably from the complete and utter disregard for training, and that's why I went completely overboard and doing that every single day, twice a day, most days. Out of those 12 days in a row, 10 of them were doubles, meaning I trained in the morning and I trained in the evening. So at the end of the 12 days, I was a little beat. I felt as though I had potentially weakened my immune system. I didn't feel sick, but I had the sense that I was on that slippery slope where doing another day or so could put me over the edge. So that's why I wanted to take 2 days off. I think it was probably a wise thing to do. One of the things I did notice, and I'm not sure why this happens, but every time I increase my cardio output to somewhere in the neighborhood of that like hour, 45 minutes to an hour, my knee bothers me, and I don't know why. So today, now let's get into the training for here and going forward. Today, I did the training for, I did chest today, and going forward, I'm going to be training every other day. So in the, tomorrow I'm going to do the morning, so today and tomorrow I'm going to train back to back, but then I'm going to take Tuesday off. But tomorrow, I'm going to be doing 2 sessions, but then I'm going to take a day off. So drastically cut down the frequency of the training. Now, the actual training itself, I'm going to be increasing the volume slightly. Well, actually, probably not, because if you're going twice a day. Well, so like for today, right? So normally on a chest day, I might do, when I was doing doubles, right? I might do like a primary exercise, a machine, meaning like a bench press or a dumbbell press, and then, or maybe 1 or 2 of those, and then go into a bunch of flies or some machine work, and then that would be it. Maybe 4 to 7 different exercises, I would say. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 to 8 sets per thing. Generally speaking, probably closer to 3. The first one, I generally do extra sets on that one as a warm-up. They'll do like, 25% or 40%, and I'll just do maybe 2 to 4 sets as like a warm-up just for my joints and that kind of thing. I feel that as I can lift better with less discomfort with a additional warm-up or 2. Today also, I did, and I felt like this was very good from the mind-muscle connection. I took a foam roller, which is it's a ball inside of a sock, and I rolled my chest between sets for chest. I also started with decline. There's been well over a decade since I've really trained anything with decline consistently. I probably over the last decade to decade and a half, I've used decline probably a handful of times. In over 10 years, I've probably used it not long, not many times at all. I generally do not train decline bench at all whatsoever. I just didn't feel the need to when the primary area that I would be working on is upper chest. So that's why I would start with a incline movement of some portion or some degree most of the time, like an incline press or a incline flies or incline barbell work or something like that. And I've been doing that for a long time. My primary emphasis is generally on an incline to build that upper pec shelf. Check that shit out. But I started with decline, and I feel though I want to try continuing that to help build up my right pec, because the size difference between the two is just too drastic for me. I want to continue to build up my right by just doing extra volume. And I'll have actually a video on that and a series. I'll keep updating that as time goes on. Another thing, I also increased the weights a little bit. Nothing, like I'm not lifting heavy, but so I did decline, incline, and then flat. And all of them I went to like a little bit over 2 1/4. So decline, a little over 2 1/4 for probably 3 or 4 sets. Incline for a little over 2 1/4 for probably 3 sets. And then flat as well before going into some flies. But I might, when I'd be training double, I might do one of those benches at 2 1/4 or 255 or something in that range. And then I would drop it down on the other exercises. But with the training, in terms of the frequency decreasing, I'm going to increase the load a little bit. Nothing extreme or going really heavy. I'm still doing sets of like 8 reps with them. And I'm just going to see how that plays out and see how I feel. Plus then I can get back that time, even if on those days, like tomorrow, I'm going to be going in the morning and in the evening. So instead of doing maybe an hour and 20 minutes, including the cardio, maybe I do an hour and 35 minutes because I have a little bit extra time spent on the actual exercises, but a little less on the, like at least today, I spent less time on the supersets to increase my heart rate and burn fat, and I did more foam rolling and stretching for my legs to help with my knee. But I'm not sure if that's going to continue. Anyways, I feel like I'm ranting now, so if you guys like this video, make sure you press subscribe and that thumbs up button. Yeah, do that thumbs up button. Come over to Instagram and say what's up. Happy to answer any questions you guys have. Have a wonderful day. Peace.